나마스카, 안녕하십니까? 한국여성정책연구원 원장 문유경입니다. 오늘 온라인 연수에 함께해 주신 22명의 네팔 지방 교육공무원 여러분 환영합니다. 연수를 준비해 주시고 강의에 참여해 주신 네팔과 한국의 여성정책 전문가, 코이카 관계자 여러분께도 감사의 마음을 전합니다. 올해는 코로나19 팬데믹으로 대면 초청 연수를 진행하지 못하게 되어 매우 아쉽습니다. 하지만 온라인상에서라도 이렇게 뜻깊은 시간을 갖게 되어 매우 기쁩니다. 본 연수는 네팔의 성인지적 교육 환경 구축을 위한 지식과 아이디어를 공유하고 향후 여러분들이 실질적으로 정책화할 수 있는 액션 플랜을 수립하기 위해 마련되었습니다. 현재 네팔에서는 성평등과 여성의 역량 강화에 대한 다양한 사업들이 이루어지고 있습니다. 특히 교육정책 분야에 계신 여러분께서 많은 관심과 의지를 가지고 계심을 잘 알고 있습니다. 이번 연수에서는 교육 부분에서 젠더 이슈의 중요성을 살펴보고 한국의 여성정책 발전 경험과 교육 사례를 소개하는 시간을 갖고자 합니다. 더불어 현재 네팔 교육정책을 성평등한 관점에서 분석하고 향후 발전 방향을 모색하고자 합니다. 올해 개원 38주년을 맞은 한국여성정책연구원은 국무조정실 산하 정부 출연 연구기관으로 한국 여성정책의 역사와 함께하고 있습니다. 한국 사회의 여성정책 발전 경험과 성과를 공유하고자 주제별 전문가 국제회의를 개최하고 있습니다. 전 세계 다양한 부분의 전문가와 폭넓은 네트워크를 구축해왔습니다. 또한 여성정책연구원 설립의 벤치마킹 모범 사례로서 여러 지역 국가에서 선진 사례 방문 기관으로 찾아오고 있습니다. 이번 연수에서 이러한 본원의 연구 노하우와 업적들을 함께 녹여 공유하고자 합니다. 네팔과도 트리부반 대학과 MOU를 체결하고 지속적으로 협력하고 있습니다. 앞으로도 네팔의 다양한 기관과 활발한 교류 협력을 기대합니다. 이번 연수가 연수자들의 교육정책 추진 역량을 강화하고 성평등 인식 확대에 기여하기를 바랍니다. 장기적으로 네팔의 지속가능한 사회 발전과 양질의 성인지적 교육 환경 조성에 이바지할 수 있기를 기대합니다. 짧은 기간이지만 연수생 여러분들의 교육정책 업무에 발전적인 보탬이 되는 유익한 시간이 되길 기대합니다. 감사합니다. 모두 유익한 연수 되셨는지요? 긴 시간 수업에 참여하시느라 모두 수고하셨습니다. 네팔 성인지적 교육 환경 구축을 위한 교육지방 공무원 역량 강화 온라인 연수를 순조롭게 마무리하게 되어 매우 기쁩니다. 교육정책 분야에서 성평등의 중요성은 아무리 강조해도 지나침이 없을 것입니다. 청소년 세대들을 차별과 편견이 없는 평등하고 조화로운 사회인으로 길러내기 위해선 관련 정책을 수립하고 추진하고 계신 여러분의 안목과 도움이 절실합니다. 이번 과정에 참여하신 연수생 여러분들의 관심과 열정에 감사드리며 향후 네팔의 성인지적 교육 환경 조성과 성평등 문화 안착을 위한 정책 업무를 수행하시는 데 도움이 되길 바랍니다. 다시 한번 온라인 연수를 준비해 주신 관계자 여러분께 감사드립니다. 참여 기관과 연수생들의 무궁한 발전을 기원합니다. 그럼 다음 기회에 또 뵙겠습니다. 그때는 코로나19가 종식되어 얼굴을 마주하고 반가운 얼굴로 찾아뵙게 되길 기대합니다. 감사합니다.
Korean Women's Development Institute is a government think tank under the Prime Minister's Office of South Korea. Since its establishment in 1983, KWDI has supported policymaking and lawmaking of South Korea by conducting various researches on women and family issues. Through our research, forums, and workshops, we aim to achieve gender mainstreaming in all areas and all levels of the South Korean society. We also would like to disseminate South Korea's policy achievements around the globe. Our main research areas cover a range of topics, including policies on women's labor issues, gender-based violence and women's rights, gender mainstreaming, and gender and foreign aid, etc.
Center for International Development and Cooperation at KWDI is responsible for global exchanges and networks with gender experts from different countries and regions around the world. We have been sharing our experiences and achievements related to gender equality policymaking with our partners. Relying on our global networks, we carry out joint research, we exchange scholars, and host international conferences. Please visit our website for more information.
Hello! We're the Center for International Development and Cooperation at Korean Women's Development Institute. Hello, my name is Eun-ha Chang. I am the Director of Center for International Development and Cooperation at KWDI. I entered this institute in 2013, so it's been almost 8 years since I have worked in this organization. I am a mom of 2 sons. They all go to school in Korea, one in middle school, one in high school. So I hear a lot from them about their educational environment. One of my concerns was the topic of this capacity building seminar workshop, which is the gender-sensitive education. So this has been my personal as well as work interest, research interest. So I'm very glad that we are hosting this workshop on gender-sensitive education environment. And I hope we both learn a lot from this short but very meaningful workshop this time. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Jiso Yoon from KWDI. I am a trained political scientist and I have been researching in the area of public policy and gender equality policymaking. I was very happy to organize this workshop on gender-sensitive environment in Nepal, and I was very much looking forward to meeting you all in person. It's very unfortunate that we couldn't, but I'm still very much excited to see you online, and I'm very much looking forward to meeting you in person.
Hi, I'm Hee Kim, and I'm a researcher at Korean Women's Development Institute. It's almost been 9 years since I've been working at this institute, and I'm very happy to host you all to our program, and I hope you guys will gain important experience to institute the policies in Nepal. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I'm Yoon. I'm researcher at Center for International Development Cooperation at KWDI. Though we couldn't meet in person, I'm so glad that we got together in this workshop. I hope we all make the best out of it and hope to meet you in person in Korea in the future. Bye!
Hello to our friends in Nepal.
Welcome to KWDI!
Oversees cybersecurity policies. The Office of Management and Budget, OMB, allowing each agency to effectively increase cybersecurity while managing budgets and personal issues. In addition, the Department of Homeland Security, Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agencies functions as a dedicated security department. Therefore, the public sector is protected by the Ministry of the Interior and Safety based on the Personal Information Protection Act, and the financial sector is protected by the Financial Services Commission based on the Credit Information Use and Protection Act. Each departments are protecting information in their areas such as medical and healthcare, education, ICT, etc., based on individual laws. The Personal Information Protection Commission oversees and coordinates the practice of these departments. Also, the Commission oversees and coordinates these departments' personal information protection practices. Therefore, private sector operators can also be charged by the Personal Information Protection Commission if they violate the Personal Information Protection Act. In addition, Korea has a Personal Information Dispute Mediation Committee for dispute resolution. In Korea, self-regulation issue is one of the important challenges regarding personal information protection. Basically, information can be best protected by organizations dealing with that information. It is also difficult for the government to supervise all personal information processors, so it's necessary to cooperate with the private sector to substantially protect information. In particular, information protection in the private sector can be linked to industrial regulation and economic growth issues. Therefore, Korea is making efforts to actualize self-regulatory activities that the private sector complies with by creating rules for protecting personal information on its own. We are pushing for a revision to establish a new clause on the designation and support of self-regulated organizations in 2021. The United States is the representative country with the best self-regulation. While the US strictly controls the privacy protection practices of the public sector, the private sector is being protected based on the market autonomy. So the private sector has a well-developed and privacy self-regulation system.
성이라는 거는 굉장히 위험한 거기 때문에 조심해야 한다. 이런 식의 교육을 할 수도 있고, 내가 주체적으로 어떤 결정을 할 수 있기 때문에 많은 정보를 접해야 하고 내가 판단할 수 있는 그런 연습과 훈련을 해야 한다. 이런 방식으로 방향이 바뀔 수도 있거든요. 그래서 이 문장 안에서 저희 센터가 지향하고 중요하게 생각하는 가치들이 담겨 있는데, 이 다음 장에서 조금 더 구체적으로 저희 센터의 성교육 지향을, 방향과 가치를 알아보도록 하겠습니다. 첫 번째는 미션인데요. 성인지적 성교육, 상담과 문화활동을 통해 청소년의 역량을 강화하고 더불어 모든 사람이 존중받는 평등하고 평화로운 성문화를 일군다라는 미션으로 저희 센터가 지금 계속 몇 년째 운영이 되고 있습니다. 그래서 저희는 성교육뿐만이 아니라 성상담도 진행하고 있고요. 다양한 문화활동도 진행을 하고 있습니다. 그래서 무엇보다 청소년을 억압하거나 통제하거나 컨트롤하려는 것이 아니라 청소년 스스로 힘을 키워서 여러 사람 사이에서의 존중과 평등한 그런 문화가 자리 잡을 수 있도록 하는 것이 저희 센터의 미션이고요. 두 번째 밑으로 내려오셔서 비전을 보시면 일단 슬로건은 생명, 평화, 성문화가 흐르는 10대 물결 만들기로 정해졌고 이러한 슬로건을 저희가 이룩하기 위해서 선언문으로 아하를 만나는 청소년들은 자신의 성에 대해서 편안하고 자유롭게 말할 수 있다. 이들은 스스로를 성적 주체로 인정하고 평등하고 평화로운 성문화를 이끄는 주인공이 될 것이다. 이런 선언을 함께 만들어서 현재 가지고 있습니다. 그래서 또 이러한 슬로건이나 미션들을 조금 더 구체화한 것이라고 할 수 있을 텐데요. 이 아하 생각은 저희 센터 홈페이지에도 이렇게 딱 나와 있고, 이런 우리가 주안점을 가지고 중요하게 가치를 두고 있는 것이 어떤 것들이 있는지 이제 적어 놓은 것입니다. 첫 번째는 배우는 성, 그래서 몸과 마음, 사람과 사람, 관계 안에서 성을 배우고 학습한다라는 내용이고요. 두 번째로는 행복한 성, 어떤 성적 의사결정이라든지 성적 행복 추구, 또 민주적이고 평등한 인간관계를 지향하는 그런 성교육을 하고 있습니다. 세 번째는 주체적인 성 아하. 저희는 이제 청소년들을 어떤 수동적인 존재, 아니면 모든 것들을 스스로 결정할 수 없는 존재로 보는 것이 아니라 청소년들이 스스로 어떤 것들을 결정하고 행동할 수 있는 주체로 보고 있습니다. 그래서 힘과 권력에 의해 성을 도구화하는 폭력적인 성이 아니고, 또 돈으로 성을 사고 파는 그런 상업적인 성을 거부하고 생명 평화를 가꾸는 주체적인 성을 지향하고 있습니다. 마지막으로 평등한 성인데요. 나이가 어려서, 여자라서 또는 남자라서, 성소수자라서, 장애인이라서 차별받지 않는 모든 사람이 귀하게 여김을 받을 수 있는 그런 문화를 지향하고 있습니다. 그래서 앞서 말씀드린 것처럼 어떤 가치를 지향하느냐에 따라서 성교육의 내용은 완전히 달라질 수 있기 때문에 이런 가치와 지향을 항상 중요하게 생각하면서 성교육을 진행하고 있습니다. 일단 이 다음으로는 저희 조직 구조인데요. 아까
Hello, Your Excellency Ilira Beitia and dear colleagues from the Albanian government. It is my pleasure to present this summarized video clip of our 2020 and 21 knowledge sharing program with Albania. In this video clip, we would like to share our summarized research results and policy recommendations on gas sector expansion strategy for energy diversification in Albania. Albania is currently one of the fastest growing economy in the Western Balkan region. However, Albania's gas market size is one of the smallest in the region. Therefore, fulfilling the increasing demand for energy became an important issue for further prosperity of Albania. The 2020 and the 21 KSP with Albania was launched to pave ways to meet the increasing demand for energy, and at the same time to increase the efficient use of natural gas that is environmentally friendly. The COVID-19 pandemic indeed brought us limitations to KSP with Albania. Nonetheless, we were able to bring out meaningful policy implications for Albania thanks to the active participation from the Albanian government. We hope that our final research findings and the policy recommendations aid the Albanian government in formulating gas sector expansion strategy. Once again, on behalf of the Korean government, I would like to take this opportunity to thank all of our colleagues in Albania for your support. More than anything, I wish you and your loved ones health and safety. And I extend my best wishes to all of our colleagues in Albania for your future endeavors. Thank you.
The most urgent question for Albania is how to meet rising energy demand. In general, Albania suffers the imbalance in the energy supply demand. In particular, the imbalance concerns, among other things, high dependence on the import of petroleum byproducts, the importance of hydropower in the country's energy balance, most of the energy consumption from the transport sector. Minimum supply of natural gas from domestic production. Therefore, it is about time for Albania to change the way it consumes energy sources through non-hydro renewable energy expansion and gasification. There were problems for Albanian gas supply. To further increase gas consumption and reduce petroleum products, gas supply system must first be put in place. The Trans-Adriatic pipeline, TAP gas pipeline, is already in operation. But since the population is large and the population density is not high, it seems difficult to secure economic feasibility of natural gas pipeline construction in the short term. Therefore, LNG supply options must first be considered simultaneously to enable Albania to resolve the following problems. First, restrictions of pipeline infrastructure. Number 2, emission reduction policies. Number 3, more competitive natural gas prices. We offer 3 topics for Albania's gasification. This study aims to illuminate several headwinds and challenges the future development of Albania's natural gas sector will face along the 3 respective subtopics, which are agreed upon between the governments of the Republic of Albania and the Republic of Korea. The 3 topics are long-term energy demand outlook for 2040, natural gas industrial structure and market design, feasibility study on the introduction of LNG and SSLNG. On the topic 1, we came up with a strategy to enhance the role of natural gas in Albania and conducted the updating of Gas Master Plan 2016. On the topic 2, we studied the strategy and text for development of natural gas industry of Albania and the establishment of natural gas related organizations and companies. On the topic 3, we carried out FSRU economic and technical assessment and SSLNG economic and technical assessment. The main goal of topic 1 was to update Albanian natural gas demand outlook in the context of Gas Master Plan and develop a target demand to promote natural gas consumption in Albania. For this, we introduced natural gas demand models, including the ones based on Korean experiences and the structure of gas consumption in major energy-intensive industries. In so doing, we first updated gas demand to 2040 in the context of GMP 2016. We presented Korean experiences of natural gas demand modeling. We also explained theoretical backgrounds of energy demand models with their focus on comparing top-down and bottom-up models. Based on survey questionnaire for major industries in Albania and the analysis of energy-intensive sectors, we developed the following 3 possible scenarios to update natural gas demand of GMP in Albania. Number 1, the low economic feasibility scenario. Number 2, the base scenario. And finally, the active market development scenarios. The main goal of topic 2 was to convey Korea's experience of introducing LNG and developing natural gas industry. Our research highlighted the role played by Korea's government and energy corporations for market formation and successful energy mix improvement with diversification of energy sources, including natural gas. Major comparison of gas-related laws and regulations have been conducted between Korea and Albania. We also recommended the necessity of establishing energy policy and technology think tanks as government-affiliated research institutes and their active, effective role for energy security improvement and energy industry development. How to begin LNG supply in Albania? To expedite and facilitate gasification of Albania, its government should consider LNG import options in complementing paralleling pipeline infrastructure development. LNG provides following advantages. First, long-distance gas transport where pipelines are too expensive or not feasible. Number 2, flexibility of gas importation. And finally, secure supply from different suppliers. How about FSRU economic and technical assessment? there are three LNG import methods. First, onshore LNG import regasification terminal. Number two, floating storage regasification unit, FSRU, or floating storage unit, FSU. And finally, onshore small-scale LNG, which is SSLNG. In this study, we have conducted full-scale economic and technical assessment of various options of FSRU gas supply. How about SSLNG economic and technical assessment? Traditionally, the LNG chain was composed of three elements: liquefaction plants, transportation by ship, and receiving terminals. However, attention is now being given to the diversification of LNG to increase gas distribution flexibility and to reach new consumers through small-scale facilities, LNG distribution by trucks, LNG refueling stations. In Albania, it is necessary to first review the introduction of fuel conversion for thermal power plants in the Vlora region and consider the operation of a small-scale, about 0.2 MMTPA FSRU, in consideration of the supply volume of thermal power plants, nearby industries, vehicle fusion conversion, and bunkering demand. We'd like to offer following policy recommendations for the government of Albania. 1. Secure price competitiveness of natural gas. Survey responses and theories on energy demand modeling suggest that there is evident willingness to change the energy sources and fuels if price infrastructure costs remain reasonable. Number 2. Establish energy policy and technology institutes. Need for establishing laws and regulations and organizations that support active business activities, safety management, technology development will be greatly increased in the future. Number 3. Establish gas safety laws and regulations. Benchmarking Korea Gas Safety Corporation and sharing Korea's gas safety laws and regulations. Number 4. Train experts and operate dedicated organization in natural gas imports inside AlpGas. Technical proficiency of related personnel is crucial in ensuring stable and economical imports. It is important for AlpGas to select core personnel for each procedure and to dispatch them to South Korea to receive training. Korea Gas Corporation is a key benchmark for AlpGas as it is currently managing both construction and operations simultaneously. Number 5, consider LNG import options along with ensuring pipeline infrastructure development. As a recent global trend, we propose container-type SSLNG plant that can supply low-cost energy to islands and mountainous regions. As a finished product, a short installation period, economic feasibility, scalability, portability, and as easy maintenance are advantages. It is mainly used for bunkering for LNG buses and ships, or in areas where it's difficult to supply natural gas through pipelines because it is far away from the transmission line. If the Albanian authorities wish to carry out this project, in parallel with the pipeline network project, they should cooperate with a demonstration company for each specialized technical field and contract with the Korea Gas Corporation, Technology Corporation, the main operator, in charge of the project to provide design, equipment manufacturing operations, and manual technology transfer. Facility installation work can be carried out locally. Number 6. In the short term, 2 or 3 years, import LNG using ISO tanks. KOGAS has completed the construction of its small-scale regasification terminal at the Aewol port on Jeju Island. The South Korean government recently launched Dongyang SSLNG hub construction project.
Greetings from KDI, Your Excellency Ilia Beitia and dear colleagues from the Albanian Ministry of Infrastructure and Energy. The European Union announced the European Green Deal in 2019 and set a specific goal to make a European climate neutral by 2050. As an EU candidate country, the Albanian government needs to adjust its existing law and regulation to be more environment friendly. Natural gas is the cleanest fossil fuel that would play a vital role in this green transition. In this context, diversifying the energy mix and increasing the share of natural gas has been one of the policy priorities of the Albanian government. At such a critical time, we are grateful for the opportunity that the Korean government and Albanian counterparts participate in the KSP and contemplate a way to generate more clean energy together. Two counterparts has been committed to conducting joint research and formulating practical and technical recommendations regarding the gas sector expansion strategy. It was the very first year for the Albanian government to participate in the KSP. We are overwhelmed by the passion and enthusiasm the Albanian colleagues showed us. This video clip captured the gist of our policy consultation, and I hope the policy recommendations we provide through this project support Albanian government to enhance the stability of energy supply and make society more sustainable. Once again, on behalf of the Korean government, we appreciate the kind cooperation from Albanian government. I extend my best wishes to all of our colleagues in Albania. I hope everyone stay healthy. Thank you.